New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew switched parties to become a Republican 2 years ago. So let's put the question to you. Do you think that he will? And if so, why would he give up the leverage that he currently has?
Well, I don't know that he will. I surely hope that he will, and I surely invite him to come into our party. I really believe he would be happier in the Republican Party. What's happened to Joe Manchin is in some ways similar to what happened to me. You know, I wouldn't vote for impeachment, and I was beaten up by leadership in Washington, leadership back in the district. In fact, the last thing that was said to me, I'll never forget it, is "you will obey." And I was threatened. And just like Joe Manchin's from West Virginia, well, I'm from New Jersey. And let me tell you, you don't say that. You don't tell people from Jersey they're going to obey. And of course, you know, rest was history. By the way, a really interesting little factoid, 2 years to the day that Joe Manchin made his decision, a good decision, not to vote for this bill, is 2 years to the day is when I was in the Oval Office with President Trump and made my decision that I was going to leave the party. So you know what? I did. I made history. I went from the minority.
You don't say heel when we open our mouth. And I mean, I think that was what Manchin was saying yesterday. Mitch McConnell was on with Guy Benson. Just listen to this clip from yesterday. Watch.
He doesn't fit well over there, but that's a decision ultimately he has to make. We certainly welcome him to join us if he was so inclined.
He was so inclined is the phrase that I think a lot of people are picking up on. We'll see what happens there. How did the party change for you?
The party is changing in so many ways. So for me, and again, parallel examples, it was impeachment, but it was many other things. It was the constant berating of the president, the lack of any bipartisanship, not giving us any information on the Republican side, which, you know, bothered me a lot because I don't think that's the way government should run. And then the final straw was impeachment, which was not constitutional. It wasn't being done properly. It was the wrong thing to do, and there was no cause for impeachment, period. And I said I wouldn't do it. I was not going to vote for it, just like Joe Manchin said he's not going to vote for this bill. And of course, you know, I was pushed and squeezed and pressed because they didn't like the way that it looked. And what I was saying before, to me, I'm happy as all get out. I belong in the Republican Party. It's a party that, you know, basically no party's perfect, but does care about America, cares about our future, and does not want to make us a socialist Marxist state. The changes in this Democratic Party now are so remarkable, and not in a good way, literally, and Build Back Better is an example of it. It would literally change the very structure of our nation in many ways. It's bad stuff. Federalizing elections, all that this new Democratic Party wants to do has nothing to do with the party that used to have blue dogs in it, that used to be the Big Ten, that used to allow people to individually think. People are pressed and pushed into voting even in ways that they don't want to. You see that in the House of Representatives all the time. There'll be a really bad bill that'll go through. I'll vote no. Other Republicans will vote no. I'll talk to a few of my more moderate, and there aren't many left, Democratic friends that are over there. And I said, gee, why'd you vote for that? I mean, I know you kind of well, and I know you don't believe it. And they basically say, yeah, we just kind of had to. That's not good government. That's not America. That's not what we believe in.
Well, good to get your perspective on that, as Joe Manchin, he doesn't even know if he's going to join this conference call the Democrats are having tonight. So we'll all keep an eye on that and see if we can read the tea leaves. Congressman, thank you.
Well, they haven't treated him well.
No, they haven't. Thank you.
Jeff Van Drew, thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.